The dock can be found at the very bottom of your iMac or MacBook. This is a place where you can get quick access to apps, minimize windows, and folders. So here's a guide on customizing your dock to best fit your workflow. Let's start with the basics. Click on any app on the dock to open it, and while it's in the process of opening, you'll see it bouncing. Once it's finished opening, it will sit still and you'll see a little dot under it indicating that it's open. Opening a folder from the dock will not open that folder in a new Finder window. Instead, you can directly navigate through that folder and its subfolders to find the file you're looking for. Clicking on that file will open it in its default application. If you prefer to navigate through a Finder window, you can click the Open in Finder button. Remember, folders and apps on the dock are only a link to the respective files saved somewhere on your computer. Customizing the dock is super easy. Drag apps anywhere to the left of the recent apps, and drag folders anywhere to the right of recent apps. And then apps and folders are split by a group of 3 recently used applications. You can rearrange apps and folders by clicking and dragging them around their respective sides of the dock, reorganizing them into your preferred order. To remove an app or folder, just drag it up and let go. When you right-click an app on the dock, you'll get a little menu. Clicking Quit will close every window and completely close that app. After the app is closed, Quit will be replaced by Open in the right-click menu, and the dot showing the app as open will also disappear. Show All Windows will give you a preview of all that app's windows that are currently open. Opening the Options submenu lets you remove the app from the dock and choose to have the app open at login. I don't recommend setting apps to open at login because it may slow down the login process. Then, you can choose Show in Finder, which will tell you where that app is really launching from. Above that are more app-specific options. Another note in regards to apps on the dock: to open a file in an application found on the dock, just drag and drop that file over the top of the app that you want to open it in. Right-clicking a folder will give you a different list of options. In the Options submenu, you can remove the folder from the dock and show the location of the folder in Finder. You can also choose how the folder will open on the dock. Your options are Fan, Grid, List, or Automatic, which will also be the default. Up next, you can choose how the folder is displayed on the dock. Your 2 options are a folder or stack. The folder option will display the icon of the folder, while the stack will stack the icons of the first few files in that folder. Lastly, you can choose how to sort the files in the folder, whether by name, date added, date modified, date created, or file type. Now let's take a look at some more advanced customization options for the dock. If you open System Preferences and go to the Dock Preference pane, you will get more ways to personalize your dock. First, you can increase and decrease the size of the dock. To see what you're hovering over, you can enable magnification and choose how far the app you're hovering over will pop out. Up next, you can choose a dock's position on your screen. You can choose to move it from the default bottom to either the left or right of your screen. You can choose a minimization animation by changing the Minimize Windows Using setting to either Genie or Scale. I'm going to skip over the next 2 settings since they don't really pertain to the dock. This brings us to Minimize Windows into Application icon. When enabled, once you minimize a window, it will be hidden behind the app's icon on the dock instead of being independent. Enabling this may make it harder to find open application windows. Enabling Animate Open Applications controls the app's opening animation. You know, that little bouncing effect that happens when you first open an app. Disabling this may improve system performance on older systems since it's one less thing it really has to think about. If you are someone who wants more screen space, you may want to enable Automatically Hide and Show the Dock. If you want to remove the Open App indicator from under Apps, disable Show Indicators for Open Application. Lastly, you can choose to hide the 3 recently used applications on the dock by toggling Show Recent Applications in Dock off. So this has been a rundown of how to use a dock on macOS. If you customize your dock, it can give you quick access to frequently used applications and folders, keeping you from having to constantly search for them. So why not take advantage of this easy to access location? Thank you so much for watching. If you're leaving with more questions than answers, leave those in the comments below. Also check out the links in the description for more on this topic, including links to our website, appleguideweb.com. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and keep up to date with the latest happenings by following @AppleGuideWeb on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And find our Apple Guide podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.